You're listening to the No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers.
What? Man said Bon Gerard. Is it
The No Tekkers podcast.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Episode 51. The No Tekkers podcast. I'm your host, Braz. I got my co-host here, Quartz.
What's happening?
My other co-host, KP, aka Chief, aka PSC, aka
what is her name?
Mr. Bonderstat.
All day, every day.
And then we got a special guest in the building.
Only the third one?
What? Third what?
The supporter, fam.
Villa.
Yeah, the
Villa
villain.
fan. Nah, about fourth. The fourth villain.
Black villain.
Mr. Podcast.
You get me.
Mr. Mutton Noir.
Boy, sir. That's all I'm a business.
Man like Jem Mills in the building. Welcome. It's long overdue.
That's.
He's been hiding, bro. He's been long overdue. He's been hiding, bro. Look at him say.
Can I just say this
I can see what kind of episode it's gonna be already, you know.
Wait, hold on.
Oh god.
Black excellence. First of all, I just want to say it's a pleasure, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got you know,
Black
your
History
platform.
Month.
Appreciate that. Is it?
every month.
40 people, let me see. You get me? But yeah, man,
How you been, man?
I'm always good, bro. My life, you get me? Put to them go, you dude.
Yeah, out here with the two kids and that now.
You get me?
Living
Two,
life.
Left nut, right nut. You get me? Yeah, man, I'm good, man.
Kids are Villa fans as well.
By force.
No.
It's gotta be done by force. Like when you make it fitness for Arsenal.
By force. Listen, as long as none of them come home with a blue nose,
Right, is that serious?
it's just not
It's
happening.
beef.
How long you been supporting Villa?
Since I was about 4.
Four, cuz.
Listen,
Four.
Where you from?
there was a white youth in school. Shout out. You get me? I ain't gonna say him actually, but he supported Villa. His whole family supported Villa, and they actually took me to my first Villa game.
Jeez. Who was it against?
Middlesbrough. This was like 96, so it would have been about 7.
She was playing then. Stan Collymore and that.
Hugo Ekiag,
Jeez.
like that. What's Savo Milosevic playing?
Man, like Savo.
It could have been them.
Did they win the game?
Don't remember. That
means no.
All I remember is when we did score, my first experience of
Yeah, Mazza.
What, they're saying that the adrenaline rush was different?
Yeah, I got trampled still. So, up the Villa. You're the million, mate.
Right. The first week of the Premier League has now been concluded. What's everyone's thoughts? Man United came out swinging. So did Brentford.
Bono.
So did Chelsea.
Poor Arsenal.
I'm about to say poor Arsenal.
Well, I mean, they just signed Odegaard, confirmed.
And?
Wait, hold on. Is there
Huh?
any Arsenal fans in it?
No.
Your sport?
Nah,
I'm United.
I'm a free agent.
He's on loan.
It was on London City to the last opening day. So
That weren't true, to be fair. I just stopped supporting United.
Okay.
I went on loan.
So you one of them weird bulls that just don't support no one now.
Nah, bro.
Just like football.
I'm a
Yeah,
football
so
fan, fam. I'm media fan.
Football.
You like players.
I'm media
I watch
fan.
players, yes.
Listen,
I said I'm media.
I'm media fan. Listen, you don't get drawn into these conversations, innit?
So you're a former
I'm former United supporter.
chess man. Okay. Say that.
So yeah, Chief, talk me through your review of the United game. Do you think we have a chance now of
What?
winning the title? Obviously, there's a lot of United fans out there that think we can win the title now based off the one game. So I just want to know if you're one of them.
Two of them.
I know better.
I'm crazy, but I ain't no fool.
Basically,
Yeah,
like
we
it
seen
was
the
a
best.
good start.
Yeah.
But let's be real, it's game 1.
Is that Paul Pogba's best game in
Ever.
Sitting in a United
I
shirt?
wouldn't say it's his best game, but people are going to look at the stats and say 4 assists. So yeah.
Do you think Leeds were on Leeds time though? Leeds were on speed. You know that.
No,
that
no
Leeds.
Calvin Phillips.
But I think as well,
Big miss.
I think as well, United being at home for the first time with
Crowd,
fans,
fans.
it's always going to be because they got big players who want to perform for the crowd. You got your Pogbas and your Brunos who want to entertain the crowd.
Yeah.
So they're always gonna turn up for them kind of fixtures.
Okay.
Do
So-
you think, obviously based on Bruno's hat trick, do you think that's like a
Statement.
Yeah, car. I think he's come under a lot of criticism recently in terms of
Why?
and them calling him a fraud and all that.
Hit and hope done.
Was it Penandas? Is it?
Nah, well, yeah.
Well,
that
hit and
too.
hope,
Well,
like, it
hit and
just
hope.
doesn't
This
madness.
guy.
But to be fair though, does that kind of send out not a statement that I'm
Not
still
for
about?
me, because he didn't. He scored goals, but apart from if you take away the goals, you don't feel like he dominated the game.
But do you
You know
care
what I
about
mean?
that if you've got the goals? Though? You can like
But
as a striker,
you know
can
what
play
it is?
But
a
the
dead
stats, so
89
yes.
minutes. Yeah. What I'm saying is you can play a dead 89 minutes and score a hat trick in that
Exactly,
minute.
but
Did you
I
have a
don't
good game?
rate that.
Did you have a good game?
I don't rate that. So
Yeah,
that's why I always say
what,
the stats.
what would you take a dominant performance with no end product or end product with?
But if you're dominating, that means you've got end products.
Nah, it's like CLT, isn't it, lads? You know what I'm saying? You can play it every week.
That's what I'm saying. But the stats.
See, man, looking
You know
at the
what I mean?
spreadsheet.
I'm saying,
And I got bare wins, but
Every
what did you
listen,
do? What did you do though?
Listen,
Exactly.
Certain Duns got 13 wins for one season and
You know what I mean?
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
let's not get into that.
Anyway.
Let's get sidetracked.
yeah.
We can get into that later.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what? You're not changing
Like for
your
me,
prediction.
my prediction was
United
top
top four, third.
third at best. I don't see them getting into the top two.
Okay.
Like Man City,
Based off what? Obviously, Man City always start slow.
This is what I'm saying. Man City lost their first game, but does anyone really think that they're gonna finish below United?
No.
Hopefully, now they got Grealish. Two gear, two last my. Yes, man. Lose, Nick.
I seen the Graham Souness thing.
They're hating. Yeah.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah, sourness.
I don't understand why Donny just don't like Pogba.
You do know why. let's keep it real.
Yeah.
We do know why.
All right, cool.
To be fair though, shout out to Mickey Richards though, cause he stuck it on them because he was like,
And I
what?
wonder why it was Mika Richards that did it, and nobody else.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, I didn't think he would, but I was like, yo.
I think they got the same diet.
Yeah,
You know, the
But
pounded
nah,
yam.
but fair play though, because it's the truth. It doesn't like, regardless of if he did it or anybody else did it. The truth is the truth. But
And
none
I'm
of them
glad
wanted to
they
say-
brought up the Harry Kane comparison.
Exactly.
I thought they were gonna cut his mic off.
I like when Good Morning Britain went to Kirk, went to the
I think it was his name, Drake at the Grammys or the cut his cut his thing off.
Yeah, but fam, if they cut his mic, the uproar that they would have faced, they could never have done that.
It's
But
very long.
again, like I said, it had to be said. In normal circumstances, it wouldn't have been. But fair play to him for doing it, cause it's actually the truth.
Yeah, man.
You standout player for the week?
I'm gonna give it to Pogba.
Okay. What about you, Jim?
What in Man United Leeds?
Nah, just the whole
Just for opening weekend.
opening weekend. Standout player for you?
Bias or
It's up
Well,
to
let's
you,
let's talk
Jim.
about Villa first. What do you think of
whoa,
Villa?
brother?
Buen dia. Buenos dias.
When they win the big number 10, you know.
You get me?
Yeah.
When dear.
Liam Bailey come from yard.
All I'm saying is, he never made that assist in his life,
Or?
bro.
Nah, it looked a bit hit and hopish.
Brother, he looked a bit hit and cross. It was too far behind him, but the brother made a great.
See what I'm saying?
McGuinn.
The brother man does something for the team.
Listen,
if it was Brendy, oh yeah, he met nah.
Nah.
He's left footed. He chop it cross, and it going out top corner.
You're telling me he was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna face this way. I see McGinn coming from way back where, and I'm gonna whip it and he's gonna time it and then I'll volley.
Yeah, behind that back
Mate,
come on, man.
He
Don't
was,
allow it, man.
Listen, I'm not
Posh
hating on the
Tommy.
guy there. I'm just saying there.
Nah, I'm excited to see these players do bits. To be fair, like
I'm not happy. I mean, I'm.
Danny Ings, you happy with that?
It was a shock. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I went on Twitter and then it
come out
said,
of nowhere.
"Welcome, Danny." He was still in the Southampton. I don't know where that's come from. I don't know how we got, but yeah, he's sharp, man. If we keep him fit or he doesn't get injured, I reckon
Him
him
or-
15, 20,
him or Ollie.
both. What do you mean?
Whoa,
Like the one.
one's got to play. Like if one's got to start, you starting him or Watkins?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
So would you play both of them?
Ali, I think Ali could play
On the left or
on the left or the right because he does that running. He's got that running to his game, but obviously he's gonna want to be central striker.
especially after his first season.
Exactly.
But Danny
And
Ings scored
he
more
was-
goals.
he was- but
But the stats.
What Ings did to us at Villa Park. I don't know if you insert clips and stuff. But when
Insert there.
it beat top bins. Oh my Jesus Christ! I said yeah. But again, I'm hoping that we get that from him this season. So if
You'll get goals.
if Ali will play on the left or the right, I'll take the Ings down. No,
Down the centre.
Yeah.
Down the centre.
Central line.
Centre forward.
Up high top.
It's like a real yard.
So what's your predictions for Villa this season?
I'm saying top 10 defo this season.
Aye.
Last season, I said it, but they finished
So
11th.
what would be a successful season for Villa?
Stay in the Premier League.
Nah, you man can't do that no more, bro. You'd have done that.
Come on,
You've already done that.
Listen, this is
Plus, you got 100 million in the bank, yeah.
$100
you're
million.
an established Premiership team.
So,
$100
think
million.
about it. Think about it. We spent over 100 mil when we came up, and we finished 17th.
I see.
So
Yeah, but you bought man like Wesley and that.
I didn't buy it. Yeah, I've never heard of a Brazilian called Wesley. But
Only Yardman I know. Wesley.
I don't know where or when he's gonna play. That's
You
that's
can't play,
Who,
bro.
Wesley?
Yeah, I can't.
There's
see
no
him.
way you're gonna play him and then buy Danny Ings, bro. He's not. He's done.
Yeah, I
bro.
think he's like a
He's fourth string.
I think last 10 minutes of the Carabao fixtures. I can't see him.
Not even a start. No.
No. What's that? Huh?
the last 10.
Nah,
To be fair, you might try and win that, innit? So,
Nah, Ali's gonna want to play every game. He's that kind of man. Yeah, for us, man. I think first of all, as I said, shout out Leon Bailey, and you get me.
Jeez.
First game, first
$100 million.
assist. Yeah. Ings topped his penalty as we expected.
You know, Leon Bailey got his own dub plates. Like when he goes to the dance, the man them are remixing the tunes for Leon. I saw man the video.
Where do you think Villa will finish? Cause I don't want to hear about man having dubs as footballers, fam.
So I personally think we'll be around the top 10 until the end of the season,
and then fall out.
and then probably finish 11th or 12th.
So a repeat of last season.
I wouldn't mind us finishing around 6th,
Europe.
but I don't feel like we need Europe, to be honest.
You reckon you'll finish above Arsenal?
It's too many games. Yeah, Arsenal shit, man. I mean, calm man. I did it, man.
They're not very good at football.
Sorry, man. Yeah, Arsenal are bad. Watching them, I mean,
It's painful, isn't it?
We got skunked by Watford, but watching them against Brent, I couldn't believe what was going on. They got bullied.
Yeah.
What's
What's that geezer's name? Up front?
The light skinned brother.
Yeah.
Ben Caucasoid.
That's
What's his name?
What's it?
Cook.
Mbue or something like that.
Something like that.
What the-
Mbuma.
Mbuemo or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mbue.
something like that.
With the short socks.
Yeah.
He looked like a problem.
Cold.
Everyone short socks now. Do you know what I
It's
need?
jarring, bro. It jars me
Cuffs.
with the short socks thing, you know.
Why?
Fam.
We ain't got no
You got
cars.
cuffs.
So what, fam? Like, bro, football socks are long for a reason, fam. Why are you putting them below your calf, fam?
What does that material do? Does it protect your leg? Does it?
No, but fam, when you were growing up, fam, did you ever think, I'm gonna wear my socks down?
I don't even wear shin pads.
That's not the point, but
That's
we're talking
why
about the
you don't wear
socks.
socks.
I don't wear shin pads.
Anyway, the short socks. thing-
Your socks are all the way up to your thighs, mate.
Fire! We light on it.
That's even like a lingerie thing on the pitch.
Him still at go.
I'm not gonna watch this episode.
A man talking about short socks.
Anyway, short socks. I'm not a fan of it. Who was your stand-up player this weekend?
Paul Pogba for me.
Can we have a non-Manchester United player, please?
Give us one.
To be fair though,
All right.
Who's your stand-up player?
Trevor Chalobah,
Why?
Okay.
young black king doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Scored on his debut.
Yeah, fair play.
Outstanding.
Started balling though.
And he got man of the
nah,
match.
fam.
Of course,
I can understand the
he's got
bar. That's an at Paul, fam.
He's got the twist.
Is that thing there's brother?
Yeah, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can man ask you that like that? Huh? Yeah, them look a bit different.
I was like, yo, the brothers. He's saying jacket.
Hey,
Of course, who's your stand-up player?
to be fair, it would have been Pogba, to be fair, because I feel like for the first time he brought that France swag.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah,
Because
with him.
he's been
All
given
Leeds
some
were just
freedom
bad.
finally.
All Leeds were bad.
Yeah, but bro, you can only play what's in front of you, innit? At the end of the day, and you say what you want. The ball for Greenwood's goal was
Sensational.
Bro, it's crazy. You think about it, you wouldn't even try it, but then for him to actually try it, execute it, and for it to lead to a goal, it's like, yeah, bro, he was on job, bro.
Crazy.
So, yeah,
Right.
I'd have to give it to
So
Paul.
was that a non? So is everyone giving like a non?
We just give a
We're
player.
just giving the honest opinion.
Okay, was there anyone else that you thought stood out this weekend?
Not compared to Bolt, no, not
Yeah,
really.
the light skinned brother from Brent.
Bueno.
Yeah.
Kinder Bueno, yeah. Say no.
He can be second.
Yeah, who else? No.
Antonio.
Nah, I didn't watch that game, so I
Antonio-
can't say.
Nah, he
Mikel
missed the
Antonio.
he missed the
Missed
pen,
the pen
fam.
and a header from like 2 yards out.
Yeah, but still, you see the run that he made.
No, he missed the header. It came
Man
back.
said player, stand-up player of the
No,
week because
no.
he made a run.
Fam, it was-
Aye.
Bro, he missed the header.
Yeah.
And then the penalty they got from that same rebound, he missed.
Yeah.
You can't. No.
But did you see the run though?
yeah, the run was crazy, fam.
Nah, to
No, the balls.
Yeah.
to be fair, yeah, I rate him, but nah, not this week, bro.
Fairs.
But,
Right. So, Jem, you've played at a few academies in your life.
I haven't really. I've been at a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Like a whole.
So let's go into your story a bit.
Oh man. I chat about my business.
Where did it all start for you? When did you start kicking ball?
Starting, I warm you up. Nah. And to be honest, obviously my brothers play football. Oldest one, he was cold still. The middle one, he ended up playing pro for 17 years. So they were the footballers of the family. I wasn't interested. My granddad liked cricket, so he was trying to convince me to go that route.
Brian
You know what
Lara
I'm saying?
thing.
I said nah.
I said
I
nah.
was seeing them getting cooked up with the cricket ball. Them, so
Yeah.
I was into
No
that
wonder you went
dro-
Broadway.
I swear that- You get me? That's not the reason, but yeah, man. It was basically, I think I was just sat on the floor drawing one time, bro, and my mum looked at me and she said, "You need to go find something to do." So she looked in the yellow pages. This is what I'm saying. I was 13, 14, and she's just found Newtown Boys FC in the yellow pages. Called them up on the Thursday, Friday. What do you know? I'm stood there looking at a bunch of delinquents. Shout out to Van though. Bunch of delinquents.
He was the
all
manager.
kicking ball.
He was the gaffer.
Dennis Holness.
Okay. Big up, Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis was man. He started a lot, so his team talks are extra duration. But yeah, man, he was a good manager, man. We had some good players.
Any notorious players that came from that group?
It depends. You like know, man, from N. So
Yeah, shout out
yeah,
to manager.
We're not saying anything. Get me. Like I said,
Free the guys.
All the man. Whoa. So yeah, I said yeah. I went there about 13, 14, and then
Oh, so that's when you like first
yeah.
organized football.
that's when I first started playing football. Yeah. I
Fair down.
didn't kicking ball before then. That's when, and then after that was when we started playing against schools and all that.
Oh, yeah,
Your school
yeah,
and my
yeah.
school. Well, I
It's
didn't
funny because I remember playing against Jebby School.
So done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't kick ball. I was just quick. And
Had the
I just learned on the job. I was
silver
learning
Preds.
on the-
Where were you playing? What position?
up top.
Yeah.
But obviously, because my both my brothers are centre backs, that's where I learned.
How to play against.
Yeah, to defend as well. So
Okay.
yeah, boom. I'm playing for them for about a good 4 or 5 months, scoring. I think my first game, I've come on last 20 minutes. They've got a corner. I've got bought on. Obviously with a halfway line. I don't know the rules in it, so and obviously our striker stood in our half, right by the halfway line. I've run into their half. I'm there waiting for the ball like this. Manager's gone, get that back in it. I've gone, cool. As soon as I stepped in our half, ball's gone over the top. I was quicker than everyone else. So two goals on my first game.
In the last 20.
Yeah. So my first game, 2 goals. Then every game kept scoring more goals, and it was like 4, 5 goals, 6 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, 5 goals. So I started to get good at
The hang of it.
the repetition. Yeah. And then, Bash's dad, Leroy. So he's brought him down to training now. I'm looking at him now, thinking, what the hell can he do? He's come on the pitch. Oh, blood, left foot, right foot, not looking round corners or this, but no one else knows what he's doing. So he's not coming off.
Yeah.
I'm looking now. I'm starting to go way ahead of everyone else now. His dad's sent me on trial to Wolves. When I say remember Sunday League, I can wait on the halfway line. My mom's coming. Yeah. Ball gone. Go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've gone, and this is when I realized, and I'm thinking, how can kids be this good at football? I didn't know that the kids could be this technical. Obviously, I watched my brother playing for Derby and all that, and I'm seeing like the technical things they're doing, and I'm seeing kids my age at 14
Do the same thing.
doing the same things, and I'm thinking, if I've got to get to this level, I don't know. I don't think I got this, buddy. I ain't got this one. So obviously, when the ball's going over the top, now I'm thinking, yeah, I'm ready. This is my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Man,
All four of them are back there. But I can't do but Basher now. I'm seeing him at his level now. He's different gravy. Gravy. So that's what I started to focus on watching, playing football. After that, released me, and they said something about he needs to work on his movement. So said, so done. But I've gone extreme now. I'm now moving around. I can't stop moving around. So I've got coaches telling me over here, stand still, blah, blah, blah. I'm figuring it out though. Football is still new to me. And then I think I went back to Newtown. And then within about another 5 months, I was on trial at Derby. Obviously my brother was there, but obviously my name coming up in the paper. So gone up there. I did all right to hang. But again,
the
level of play, that's where Stardom was there. And he's the year below me, but he's training with my age group.
Nah, we're the same age, innit? We're the same age as me. We're the same age, innit?
Wait, yeah, no, you're the year.
You're 90, innit?
Oh, so, yeah, but we're the same school age, innit?
Yes, no, I'm a year brother.
Oh, so
Yeah. So him and I think it was Tyrone.
Yeah.
Left winger.
Left foot.
Him, I think they're yeah. Again, I'm looking at these two, thinking, all right, I'm older than these two. It's not possible for me to get to this level.
Tall tie.
I think he DJs or something now. Or something.
Yeah.
Left winger.
How old are you at this point?
15, 16.
Okay.
And then I'm trialing for them, and then I've played a Sunday league game for Newtown, and then that's where the Blue Scouts in me. So obviously I've gone along.
Hopcroft.
Nah, it was someone else. I can't remember his name, but that's who I ended up meeting when I went there.
Where Richard Stevens.
Nah.
He wouldn't have made it through the door. You know about?
Big old school white man. And gone there, obviously that's where I've met this brother here.
Yeah.
Was he marking you as well?
Nah, it was a different you. This is what happened. This, as I said, sometimes when people don't chat, they should just stop chatting. That's just what happens. You get me? This guy happens when they find the voice. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
You get me? Horrible guy. Yeah. Obviously, this dude was there, bigger than everyone else.
Nah, not everyone. There's a couple bigger than me.
Nah, when I came there, you were the tallest one. I can't remember. I had to ask your age because
But he's Nigerian.
And I'm younger than you.
yeah, you get me. Boy, yeah, and then obviously I'm trialing at both, and then Derby, the Derby coach has basically said to me like, "What's going on?" I found out that you're doing both. And
I play more team.
but you know what though? He's basically gone. I mean, your chances of getting in here is quite slim, and which I understood. And he was like, "So go in there. You've got a slimmer chance because you're in the Premier League. Most of their kids are on internationals and all that." I said, all right. But obviously...
He was international?
I believe. That's what he was telling me.
Man, tried.
I'm not going to go against what he's saying. He was just saying that there was like a
He
couple...
lied to you still.
Probably did, but
It was just you and Iluko.
I wasn't even at international when he came.
Oh.
That was later on. At what, 15, 16?
Basically, I think he wanted you to stay at Derby, but he didn't want to.
I don't think he did. He was just telling me that I had more of a chance at where I was, but the chance was slim. So
How long was he at Derby?
it wasn't that long. He was probably about 4 months, maybe.
Okay.
Just trialing. I was trying.
Yeah.
That's a long trial, though.
Bro, I'm the longest trialist. Yeah.
Nah,
Longer than J-Man.
Nah, no chance.
Nah.
He was there the whole season.
J-Man.
The whole season.
No, the longest. I think the longest was.
In fact, he left for like a month, came back the same season. Get off me. You know, like came like started the season
Hey,
with somebody else. You both know.
I need to get him on there. Need to get him on.
We need to get him on.
Yeah, I need to get J-Man to ask him about his season trial.
Vegan season.
With a winter break. Don't forget the winter break.
Now, you know, I've done that though. So obviously, as I said, so I've remember my brother was at thingy in it. So I thought, do I want to turn out like how he turned out, or do I want to stay in Brum and stay close to home, hard food and something like that? So I chose to stay home, innit?
Yeah.
Don't know if it was a good decision or not, lads. Basically, yeah, same thing like with Blues, obviously, I've got way more ability now. But as I said, the level, obviously, I've gone away. They've said to me, if you get a letter in the post saying, do this 6-week program, you're coming back. If you get a letter saying, unfortunately, then sorry, got some time. I've got a letter. I've got the program. I'm like, well, okay, we'll see something. I don't know what it is. I've gone now and met the different, like the under 18s. So
did you actually do the program?
No. Yeah, I was doing, bro. My mom made me do it. You get me?
I can't lie, I didn't do the program.
Yeah, because you were signed.
You privileged.
Yeah, you get me? Yeah, remember, there was minimal ability there.
You were signed. I had to do the program.
As I said, on the ends, I was a baller.
Yeah.
Anyway you see me at the football, but going to
yeah.
these academies, it just gives you that reality check. So, like I said, I've done the program. I've met the under 18s. You see the first team training and all that nonsense. So that's where I met Dids.
Okay, yeah.
I'm seeing
Big up Dids.
the levels again. I'm thinking, why am I here, bro? Yeah, Campo as well. Saying that. And yeah, man, I was there for a bit, did pre-season. They said, listen, we're just not seeing enough. Lad, the door's that way. Up the villa. Do you get me? And then I went straight into men's football at 16. Went straight into playing mid-com 3. With my,
was that during college times?
Nah, this was when I was
just before.
Oh, okay.
Just before I was starting college.
Yeah.
So I've gone straight into men's football. And then I'm playing with my older brother. And then, yeah, man, I was scoring goals in that league somehow against these grown-ass men. I'm talking big, but there was even like police teams in there, like West Midlands Police and all that. And
that Jude's dad and all that.
Bello, not them. Well, the man's business.
I'm just hearing the man's dad was a leg man.
It was.
So.
He was. Well, that was when we was at Paget.
Okay.
Get me? But where was I now?
You just gone into men's football?
Gone into men's football. This is a long journey, bruv.
It's weird when you reminisce on it.
Now you know what? I got sent to Boldmere youth team, the Floodlit team. So Marcus McDonald's was the manager that team was at. Sent me to Boldmere. Paul Case was the manager. This guy, yeah. When I tell you, this guy, he had us like in training. The warm up was like 10 sprints around a full size pitch. I don't know if any of you played at Boldmere's ground before.
I've been there. I ain't played there.
Yeah, 10 sprints. That's what we do for a warm up. And
fresh out the cut.
What do you mean sprint though?
fresh out the change. When I say sprint,
Around the whole pitch.
100%.
You know,
if you're not doing it, you're doing an extra one.
No, it is to him. No, he's not doing it, but I'm talking about, when you turn in the corner and everyone's like, I'm talking like that, man. I'm talking full sprint. I'm talking like that. That's the kind of sprinting I'm talking about, lads. Yeah. But have you seen the dog try and turn? Get me? That's what the lads. But they're doing it. They're doing the running. Yeah, they're doing it, really, man. And I've never been that guy, man. I tried at one point to be the running guy, but my body's just not made out to be sprinting.
I know the feeling.
I know the feeling.
You all do, mate.
Hey, you was at pre-season with me, you saw, man.
No, I wasn't. You wasn't there.
You what?
No, you wasn't there, bro. You were in school still. Yeah, you were still in school. I'm in school dinners. I wasn't training. Yeah,
Nah,
you were signed.
Yeah, 10 and 11, you get school release, so I was there.
I don't remember. Yeah, obviously you didn't speak back then, innit? So you know what I'm saying? And
You didn't chat to the man them that weren't signed.
yeah, man.
I ain't chatting nobody. I've told you this already.
If you ain't got a contract,
He didn't talk to anyone there.
When you got a
he wasn't
contract,
talking to
no
his friends.
contract. I didn't chat to you, innit?
Yeah.
I just
He
stayed
was
in the
cool.
corner.
He was cool. He said a few things. Like obviously, I don't know how I wouldn't have found out his name, innit? But yeah, it was just a bit. He's a bit of a mute, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like he got too beaten before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
From Boldmere.
Fast forward. So I've gone from Boldmere to Walsall.
Okay.
I was there for.
So this on trial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've gone there for. I was there for about 2 months, and then I didn't really know what was going on. So I said to the manager, I said to him, "Can I go back to college, finish my my qualification, and then come back pre-season?" I'm expecting him to say no, to be fair. And he's gone, "Yeah, man, come back," in his Scouse accent. "Yeah, mate, come back." So he said, "Come back, rare. Make sure you keep fit, blah blah." I've come back, new manager. to be fair, I felt like I was doing well. I was doing well, man.
Now this makes sense now. Put a stick up in there. Because I remember when you came to college, I remember Mike Skinner had...
I saw him on TV today.
Yeah, he's at Orlando.
It was Man United. He's Man United women's coach.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah. Literally today I seen him on Skype.
I'll it down. Because you know he's at Orlando.
It was Becca.
Yeah, exactly. He had the boots, the trim, everything, fam. And then I remember college first team trained with Russell in it, with him and what's the other one? Isherwood.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. And then
Brad's gonna have better editing to do. Brad's gonna have better editing.
I'm sorry.
I got Tourette's.
They'll get me just put,
yeah. But I remember, I'm saying, yo, how come Jem's not part of Russell? You get me, like,
yeah.
But now you're saying that makes sense.
That wasn't why I wasn't part of it.
Oh,
I used to still do the training, but they for some reason they weren't feeling me in it.
Yeah. You know what? Anyone that had like a bit of like
Something about them.
not even like I don't care attitude kind of thing because I know I got ability kind of thing.
Yeah.
They wanted to shut that
Like
down.
same because even like
I
Troy,
don't think I was like that back then. No,
nah, you was, man. Trust me.
Yeah, you were.
man.
He'd be like, yo, Jem, bring him. Jem's doing round the wells over there.
So basically, nothing ain't changed then. Nothing ain't changed.
Because the same thing happened with Troy. Remember, I told you.
When Troy did a sick touch.
Yeah,
I
Troy
don't
did
know.
a sick touch, and then Mike was like, Skinner was like, yo, that was a sick touch. He's like, yo, you're done. No, Troy never come back to run.
Troy was done.
Troy was done, fam.
He said you're done though.
He was done. He never come back.
But that's what his response was to the.
Yeah.
Done
That's
though.
what we're supposed to say. Thanks, sir.
I mean,
Come on, man.
talk.
Well
But
done.
they were like that, to be fair.
Can I ask you a question? You know when
Yeah.
you were on trial for these clubs and obviously
Yeah.
you're realizing you're saying the standards of this, did you feel like you kind of put yourself down and that was the reason why you didn't perform to a level? Because if you were already intimidated, do you think that played a factor in affecting your performance?
Yeah.
Did you feel intimidated?
I went, like nerves. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's nerves in it because for me, it weren't really the playing or the foot. It's just being around new people in it. Obviously, I've just met a bunch of people.
You
and
just
and
do
try-
what I did. Don't chat to nobody.
Yeah, but that's what I did because I didn't know nobody. It wasn't like a choice because obviously at my Sunday team, I went one of the quiet ones. I was, you lot know what I'm like.
Yeah.
It's banter all day in it. So obviously banter's flying. You go into a new realm and
Don't know people.
All these people you don't know them, but they're also all better than you at football in it. So you can crack jokes, but what can you do? So,
You're the vice man.
Man's on a Mendy thing.
Whoa. That's what I'm saying. I had enough I could hang, but there was not enough to stand out.
Yeah.
But obviously when I've got to like Warsaw now, I'm starting to build confidence now. Do you get me? I remember it's Academy and Centre of Excellence on it. So obviously I've got there, but the players are still
Levels.
ridiculously good in it. So it's not like there's not much difference. It's just they're a lot more physical. That's it. So I think I learnt most of what was going on in the featies at Warsaw, I say. Obviously what's happened there is doing well, played a friendly against Bohemia, battered them 7-1. And then I thought I was a bit sharp in it. So I've like, we got a throw in. I've like faked to go right and gone left, throw in, come in. I've obviously opened that now, my groin's gone, psh. First injury ever. I'm thinking, oh Lord, what am I? I can't walk now. So obviously I've come off, cool. Manager's gone, yeah, go physio, find out what's going on. He said, listen, it's going to be a long time, probably like 3 months.
Ooh.
Obviously, I'm on trial, but I've been there for a long time. So there's something, he likes something about me in it. And then one of the days I come into training now, yeah, it was like I seen a ghost, bro. Yeah. Remember, so Dids has just signed his pro not long before at Blues. Yeah. I've come into training now, yeah. I'm walking, the manager spoke to me, asked me about the injury. As I'm walking back down towards the gym now, who do I see walking in? Dids.
Yeah, I remember though.
I said, let me pack my bag from home. Because I'm thinking, he's just signed the Pro Blues and he's a baller in it.
Yeah.
I'm not signed. So, it's just going to happen. Inevitably, so I'm still training, but I'm playing on an injury. He's in training, whipping top bins, left, right, whatever it is. I said, yeah, let me just prepare my bag. So when he tells me,
I'm already ready.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just said, look, man, he's here, he's ready to play. He's obviously come from where he's come from. So I took it and then I was gone. And then after Warsaw, I think that's when I started to really push on in terms of confidence and playing ball and enjoying it. And that was at Hensford.
Okay.
That's,
Hansford.
me and Basher were there. Me and Basher.
Okay.
And yeah, man.
Well,
Big capo over here.
This world small, fam.
Yeah, no.
The world small, fam.
Big capo over here.
They're relaxed with that. Just to put a sticker.
You skip.
Nah.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm not, fam.
Big
Al
capo over here.
Capitano.
Yo, I didn't even hear it from Courts. The next man told me, he's like, yo,
It was
you work with Courts, innit?
It's a team game. I just play my.
And you're the leader of that team.
I play my part and I try to do the best I can.
Rastafari. Yes, man.
Man doing that Clarence Seedorf over there. I see you, G.
Shout out Hensford though. It's a good club though.
So now,
very good club.
Ground.
Very good club.
Who was you at Hensford with?
That you'd know. Who was there?
Did Webb play there?
Nah. This was youth. This is like floodlit.
Yeah. Was Campo there by then?
Nah. He went straight to first team, but he loved that club as well still. I played against him though when I was at Hales Owen. Ended up going to Hales Owen.
Did you ever play for Chasetown? Was that a rumor?
No, I played against them.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't play for
Sure, someone told me that you played for Chasetown. I was like,
I think I might have went training with them once, but that's far, man.
You gotta check the tracksuit collection.
Behave yourself, man. Don't get me wrong, I got some kits.
You got bare bucket, bro.
Yeah, whoa.
Like man, now already, man's like,
got a few clubs, bro.
Nah.
You got a few clubs.
You gave me a gals for your kit. You get me? And that's it. You get me? You get me? No, I'm just
No, you already rap. Because the girls feel like, what? Oh, the where's
I know, you might have to catch on, yes.
You got some Notts County stuff too.
No,
I'm sure you got some blues tracksuits on that.
No. Why would I have that?
Exactly, man.
I gave you
Up
some.
the Villa.
You gave someone else.
Up the Villa, fam.
The only blue stuff I ever had was when Conti used to have
the blues.
Yeah, used to have the blue stuff.
Where do you think Conti got it from?
Then okay. So if it's third party, then all right.
Man said I wasn't privy to that information.
Big Lincoln told you the story already. My dad took the wrong bag.
Yeah.
But
Why is he gave it your thing?
Okay, man.
there was a
Stuff that
whole,
way supposed to be
there was
there.
a whole like they had I think it was a blues away kit and the red one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white and red.
Yeah. Beer kits, but man. Sorry.
Do you have any footballing regrets, or do you think you wish you'd have started earlier? Do you think that would have made a difference, or like, do you actually have any regrets, or you think, you know what, I'm happy with the journey considering where I started from?
Do you know what? If I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be who I am now. Innit? I don't know. I could be a Neek. I could be an idiot. I could be. You know what I'm saying? I could be. Get me? Because I said football didn't turn out mentally for some people too well. You can have all the bread in the world, innit? But sometimes, and to be honest, as I said, because of my brother's career, I got to see the ins and outs.
Okay.
So, whereas a lot of the stuff people don't see on the outside, like this, it's pure politics, but it's politics from top of football to
All the way to the bottom.
Down to the changing room.
Yeah,
mate.
pitting them football is yeah. If
Considering your brothers both played football, why was it so long till you got into football?
I didn't want to do it. I just
Is
didn't.
that the reason?
No,
Or
but
because of
a part of it was they wouldn't let me join in, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm the oldest one.
What do you mean they wouldn't let you join in?
Now the oldest one's 10 years older, and then the middle one's 5 years older. So there's a gap, and obviously, where we grew up, man, we were playing football on concrete, glass, and all that. So they weren't trying to let me at 5 years old join in with the band. That's just what it was.
Yeah, but once you got, because you said what, 14 you started, 13, 14.
13.
Yeah, so surely when you got to like
10.
10, 11, they must have said,
You know what? All right, then. Do you know what I missed out? When I went to, I was at, when I moved from Leebank to Benton, there was like an open trial for West Brom. I went and I was just chatting to the youth that went to school with me. There was like 30 of us on one pitch. So it was kind of like, who can kind of stand out in this, and then you get sent to a trial. I didn't want it. My mum's there on the sideline going, run. Yo, I said, I'm looking at there's one ball and 30 kids.
Yeah.
And when I'm running over there, the ball's clear over there now.
Some
Come on,
stage
man.
show thing.
Yeah. So obviously that was
some community thing.
But the dude that I went there with, he ended up getting a trial because he took it seriously. You get me? Anytime the ball came near me and I saw him, I just started chatting. Weren't interested, mate. That's it. But then, as I said, I was bored. My mum looked upon me and said, "Yellow Pages," and that's just how I started. That's just what it was. I had to do something though because I was just in the yard.
So basically, where you got to, considering where you started from, is still a good journey.
Yeah, sometimes I look back and think I don't know how I went through what 4 academies.
Yeah.
when I weren't.
When most men don't even get one.
Yeah.
But everyone's journey. is
Jem,
different.
Jem's that bridging, that that had all the ability that could have made it.
But
What's-
had no interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, but going back to what you were saying about confidence, I weren't the most confident. Obviously, remember, think about it, as I said, you've got someone in the family that's already playing.
Yeah.
He's playing for England. He's playing for first team young, and you got the likes of Barca, Man United, and all that. You go into there as soon as they find out, as soon as the youths at Newtown found out, I had a brother that played pro. It starts and everyone's looking at you now to be the best.
You're in the shadow.
I've just started, lads. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
it's a
so
bit
obviously,
mad.
so anywhere you go, even if like you
That
don't go in there
followed
and
you.
mention it, someone will say, what's your last name? Mills.
This is your brother.
So you can't really get away from it. It's one of those, isn't it? And at the time, he was doing his thing, innit? So yeah, man, it is what it is. And when I was at Warsaw, he ended up coming on trial. I mean, not on trial. He ended up signing on loan from Derby at Warsaw. So we're there together. Do you get me? So that could have been a case of, obviously, is the big guy in it coming through the door, innit? You get what I'm saying? I'm on trial, so I'm still I'm looking at him for kind of like, not support.
What? Help me.
Like, just
Help me.
just work with me, man.
Mind me, no?
Nah, you get me? You get me? Not for like a
Give me a blind now.
not for like protection or nothing, but just help me. Like you get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, unhelping, man.
Your brother's on a mad one
You
still.
ain't unhelping, man. Still, you
that's
get
mad
me?
still.
Bro, listen, we were doing weights and that. You get me? And then as soon as the first team is walking, man, they're pushing the bar down. Yeah. That's a prison thing, but it is what it is, man. I think the one thing I would have liked to have done in football is just score in front of a packed house.
Yeah.
That you see, like when you see man going mad, the last minute.
That adrenaline rush
Yeah. I think that one there.
is the only thing you do.
Yeah, I think
Change.
that's yeah. Like when I see videos of that, I'm thinking, raw. Imagine what that's mad. So when I see, obviously, man, I'm not gonna be broken out and crying, or skinning out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name? Like Trev. But that moment must have been. Obviously, when I see the ball going, I'm looking at him now. I'm thinking, your journey's been mad. You've been around. You get me? You're playing your first start, but debut.
Sick goal
What
as
are you
well.
gonna do right now? And boy, the twist is
Got emotional.
it's got emotion in it. So yeah, man. So you've obviously scored in a stadium, packed full house.
Yeah.
What's that? What is it like?
It's a mad feeling, to be fair, because like obviously like you're not even like in that moment, and you just kind of
Like an out of body
Well, you
experience,
are,
innit?
because
it's almost like an
Like,
out
it's like you score, and
yeah,
it's
but
like
when does
you're-
that moment happen when the balls hit the net?
when you realize it's gone in, because
like when everybody's going crazy, that's when you realize like after the game is when you kind of deep everything.
Yeah,
And you watch the
But
replay.
at the time, you're just in that moment.
Because you don't really notice the crowd when you're playing in it.
nah,
Yeah, because there's been a good few who's
that's you, bro.
You be.
Who's that?
you know what that is.
We know the rules. But yeah, it's a surreal feeling because it's like, okay, it's gone in. Now what do we do? Celebrate. But then it's a weird feeling, man.
Yeah, sorry, lads, Blues are losing.
Yes.
And Courts as well. You've obviously you've been around. Have you actually told people your story on here?
Episode.
So what's the most? Obviously, I seen you on Gary Devil's thing. You get me so for doing the Jesus. I'm saying even that experience. Like, did you know that was being filmed?
Nah, I didn't. And to be fair, they made a big deal about it because they were saying that Beckham was there and all that. But I didn't know they were filming it.
At that game.
Yeah, he was that.
What,
that game.
at the documentary thing?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
I ain't never seen it.
You ever seen it yet? Nah.
So
I watched the
you're
bit.
in there,
Is that one where the striker works in a shoe shop or something? Man works in like a cake shop on part time.
Yo, I don't see when Brad say stuff. I don't really know how to.
It was a start. I think that was the documentary.
Yeah,
innit?
that was
But
the start of the first
I
one.
told
innit?
you.
That's when they were in.
I showed him straight away.
That's when they were in the conference, innit? But they got promoted that year.
Okay.
So they weren't there for long.
But they went to his team and got beaten it. So I think
And you scored the winner.
Nah, I didn't score, but I played 6 still. I played 6. I can't lie. Yo, the ones are like, yo, man, it fam.
Beckham gonna watch this.
thing
Like,
was-
yo, that
Bro,
boy
I
there.
don't know why you them man. I was trying to get a move, fam. I want some of this sofa money.
or at least a projection from that. You know what I'm saying?
Fam, listen.
Are you returning to
Nah.
football? The best player in the
Me?
group?
Nah, listen. Nah, man, I'm media. I'm media, fam.
Yeah.
I'm media. Listen, they don't miss me anyway, fam. You don't. I did listen. It was good while it lasted, but yeah, all good things must come to an end. My mom said.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay. So were you done with Tuesdays now? Oh, well, obviously you're playing, innit? But
Obviously,
yeah, man.
they're paying.
Say no more. That's what I'm saying. Them man that pay every week, that is that's a bill. Yeah. It's a utility bill.
Yeah, but it's for them. It's obviously the men that go there, and it's like
I'm not saying
it's a way to get out of the house.
Nah,
and
it's
get their
like,
fitness in
shout
there.
out Champions League, fam.
Yeah,
it was good, but
it wasn't called that when you started bringing me there, innit?
What's it called?
That started.
Yeah, it was. It was.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was just goals.
Nah, it
Goals
was. It
Tuesday.
was always Champions League Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, when I went there before you, Championship, and then all the talent started coming in.
Alright, fam. There was a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Let's not get off topic. Anyway.
Yeah.
That was some hectic weeks, right?
Oh,
the sort, different color.
Oh my god.
So this,
Don't get me started.
yeah. Listen, I'm trying to be media. And
Start being
man,
bars.
making no
Start
comment.
freestyling off the dome.
moving on swiftly. This week we got no quiz, so we're gonna go straight into Fraudwatch.
With the twist.
All them are.
They're my fraud.
It's catchy, isn't it?
Oh, you can't lie. That's you, innit?
I'm hard over here.
Wait, I swear on my life.
Nah, that's squats.
That sounds like you, bro.
It's squats.
Wait, can I ask you a question though, quickly?
Yeah.
Actually, do you edit the audio when you
Yeah,
plan?
yeah.
I was thinking you don't sound like that, bro. Yo,
On Instagram, it's sped up.
Sped
though.
up, yeah. I was trying, create them.
Trying to get a minute in.
Trust me, bare days over there scratching my head at it.
Editing a minute,
Fam, it's long.
It's
bro.
long.
when you've got gems all through
Yeah,
the
long,
shit.
long.
There's been thinking what can go in there.
Yeah, it's long.
You don't want to
bro.
put too much in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's long.
So what's the new rules then for the Fraudwatch thing then, Mr. Bond stats?
Chief is gonna
Well, basically, because we kind of just
Chucked everybody in.
we put too many people in at
new
once.
season. So the only person that's in at the moment.
It's Tammy Abraham.
Well, nobody at the moment because we're gonna put it to a poll.
No, last week was who? Barca.
Barca, yeah.
Yeah, Barca. Barca
Given.
go in there because
They're a mess,
yeah.
man. They're a mess.
we're all gonna pick one individually,
The greatest of all.
and then we'll put it to a poll. And
Okay.
whoever wins the poll goes into.
So the
Fraudwatch.
individual is based on the week this season.
Whoever you want, you can still pick whoever you want, but only one will end up in
Okay.
Fraudwatch.
I think that's fair.
So for those that don't know, Fraudwatch is any player, manager, anyone involved in football that has bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. Actually, last week was Luis Figo.
Yo, listen.
Nah. We have to put that one to a poll.
Comments.
The comments are wild.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
we're not having you lot, bro.
I'm back my corner though.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah,
I don't know if you did.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna start jumping on YouTube. I'm gonna start jumping in the comments, fam.
I don't know if you batch corner or you just explaining yourself. I don't know.
He's explaining.
I stand by what I said, fam. Man, show me.
I made my point.
Man put a greatest compilation video of Figo in the group chat, fam, and his best thing was receiving on the back foot against Puyo, fam. I went, what? I was like, bruv, are you telling me you get points for
One
receiving
against
on the
Anauka.
90% of the clips for Puyo when he didn't have 5 on his back, fam, so it don't count, bro. It don't count, bro. Don't come with me that rubbish, bro.
Also, man put in that he won Ballon d'Or. I'm like, bro, so did Michael
It was
Owen.
a different ranking system back then, fam.
Yeah, but you don't win. You don't just win that accolade though.
No,
Yeah, but stop goal scorer, fam.
what we're saying is not that he's a crap player. Is that
The
people
level.
What's a fraud?
No, we're saying
He's basically tricked someone.
He's bamboozled the people to thinking that
that he's
he's
like
But has he bamboozled people though?
yeah, 100%.
How has he bamboozled people?
Because
I'm saying in the
you the brand Luis Figo
Yeah.
bamboozled the people to think you're top elite player with R9 and Zizou when you're really
But has
like
he
world
done
class.
that or has the world done that though?
Well, it don't matter because he.
Don't matter.
Or?
He won the
Listen,
Ballon.
if
He
you're rated
did
at
he
this
go up on
level-
stage and accept
So-
the Ballon
So,
d'Or?
wait, hold on a minute.
Exactly.
Did he
I do
walk
not
up on
deserve
stage?
this.
I'm not worthy.
I should have said this award should go to R9.
Oh, nah, this podcast is wild. You man are really in your back. Nah, yeah. So he's supposed to go on stage.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
This is not
He's
for
supposed
me.
to go on stage and say, lads, nah, you know what? I'm a fraud.
You know, the truth of the matter is, you know what? I'm not ready.
Award, man. He's got that in one glass chamber now.
Anyway, moving on from Lewis Fraud
Oh,
Figure.
that Lewis, man.
Lewis Fraud Figure. My nomination for a week this week is VAR. Because,
They change the rules.
bruv, these man, they're not even showing the lines no more, cuz.
Yeah, it's a bit wild still.
Apparently they're thicker, but we can't see the thickness of the lines.
Yeah,
so now I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
alright,
yeah.
so
like
basically
them-
you man are making decisions back there.
It's like them things that wear them things when they go gym. And they talk about they got the things and they ain't got the things. Yeah.
I'm not going to be the
I
guy.
don't know how that was
I'm not being
translated,
that,
yeah.
yes.
But either way,
Everyone knows what I mean.
See this guy? Yeah.
Everyone knows what I mean.
I left my ring at home today.
Everyone knows what I mean.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, but the man I
yeah.
talk about sticker
Yeah.
lines. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm waiting for them to put the thing across. But now I'm like, right, they're basically gonna choose who wins the league, innit? So if they wanna, if they wanna do over City, they'll just
The orchestrators, mate.
yeah. But this is what I'm saying. So they're frauds, bro. Because they're not really
As
trying
long
to do-
as it doesn't affect my team.
it will do,
You like, that politics should be for the top.
bro.
Six
It should not be in football, fam.
It
Because
shouldn't, but-
because ultimately it's just. It's like I said, man. Are saying the goals are onside. I'm like, okay, cool, but how do we know that?
If VAR was like last season, one of Bruno's goals wouldn't have stood in it.
The one with
nah.
now Cavani's
Offside?
thing. It was Cavani's thing because he
Nah, I'm on about from the weekend. I'm sure there was one.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he was-
Lindelof played it from the back, and then
Wait, was offside?
So
nah, he wasn't.
Was
He looked off like.
But this is what I'm saying. The
Outside,
decisions,
Like you know,
nah,
the
them-
mic, the smooth criminal thing when they lean forward. Yeah, that's what.
Anyway,
does.
them man are fraud fan card. They're gonna just rig the whole league.
yeah.
The whole league's rigged now.
That's what, of course. Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course, man.
it's more in favor of the
When there's more
attacking
money involved,
players.
you have to have more control in it. So, as I said, as long as it don't affect.
Now you man got money now. You getting money
Yeah,
now?
we got money. We
$1
got money, but we're not gonna attract the best players to the league. You know what I'm saying? We're not really
You're not doing that
affect
PSG.
Wagwan at the top. Nah, man, I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you.
You say Messi see 100, yeah.
I thought Messi might.
Nah, side note, that was a
Listen.
smart decision from him.
Emi Martinez, did his thing for Messi at Copa America. I thought he would have called in a little favor.
Nah, I can't.
Listen,
He ain't got
give
that.
it a
That's
little
too big a
6
favor.
months.
He ain't got-
I
he ain't
want
got-
6 months.
He ain't got that
So
name
you
up,
think Messi's gonna go from New Camp to B6?
from New Camp to
Yes,
Newtown.
yes,
Captain.
yes. The land, the turf. Yes,
Bro.
yes.
Yeah, you know what my done is
Shout out
getting paid.
Fenton Road, man. Yes, you get me.
He's getting paid 37 million over 2 years, bro. We got NFL contract.
Yeah, we just got 100 mil. What's 37 times 2? What? 70 something?
Fam,
74?
Wesley's getting a portion
74,
of
man.
that.
Hold that, man. Hold that. Now, Wesley ain't getting that, man. Wesley not getting that, man.
So who's your nomination for Fraudwatch?
Someone you feel that's bamboozle could be old, new, Champions League, Tuesday, Sunday league.
Ooh.
The league, it's football.
Wait, hold on.
It's football, fam.
It's anyone
football.
involved in football, bruv.
Is that count as football?
Huh? I mean,
Have you got somebody?
I got a couple.
It's like these two. It's like these two,
Man,
man.
putting him on Fraudwatch.
I'll put both of these two on through. Putting these two on Fraudwatch. Yeah, I'm putting both of them. Yeah,
This is why I stopped coming. I ain't trying to be in that combo. Hey, man. No, I'm like Figo, fam. I brought life back to that group. I'm like Figo, fam.
in life, I'm for these for locally. I'm putting these two on Fraudwatch. Yeah.
Why?
You just smart oil and you get me. You and this one here, yeah, this one.
I was pressed on Fraudwatch. How you put the media team on Fraudwatch, fam?
I'm media, bro. I'm exempt.
Braz is up Fraudwatch. You get me? But
Why?
but in
Go on.
term-
Let me hear.
Braz, yeah. Now, as I said, you got them players. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You,
Man's actually
Nah,
seriously
nah,
putting Braz
nah. No,
on
listen.
Fraudwatch.
No, you see, it's how this goes through. Fraudwatch.
I'm sorry. Oh, for your battery. What's got the explanation? Right?
You see that players?
It came round full circle. So obviously, you remember when Braz was over there, saying something about one of the players, that got the ability but can't bend the ability. Yeah. So you see Braz,
Nah. I gotta speak for my client, bro. This is a different Braz, fam. This is Braz 2.0.
I still want to hear this explanation.
Go
though.
on. I'll wait for you.
Wait, hold on a minute. You can't be claiming him as your big client.
Nah, man. I'm his agent, fam.
Finish explanation.
Agent court.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you be careful now.
Don't get you jammed up.
Nah,
Yeah,
be careful.
go on.
Be careful now.
So obviously, I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying? Braz is on Fraudwatch because, you know what I'm saying? He's got all the gear. But sometimes, I think when the coding gets to his, you know what I'm saying, his head, you know what I'm saying? He looks like he's got no idea. That's what it is. But listen, you see when Braz goes back to the States and comes back, this is a different Braz. But as soon as the hands with the air touches his lips.
I'm from Braz on Fraudwatch.
Chiefs on Fraudwatch.
The key word there was sometimes.
Yeah,
What I'm saying,
that's
Braz,
it.
they don't understand.
Bro,
fam.
I want to hear my explanation.
It's a different.
Chief,
The price
Chief.
gone up.
It's sometimes.
Chief is on Fraudwatch. I can't really say one of them because, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm saying it.
Go on, say it with your chest, man. Go on.
Chief, captain of Barbados.
I'm not captain of Barbados.
Well, for this story, you are. Yeah.
For this story.
Captain of
Perfect.
You're not the captain. Are you the best player?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, we go with it. All right, and so obviously, Chief said he said that a game between Champions League Tuesday and his international colleagues, he said whichever team he's playing on, that team wins. So I'm saying, are you a fraud or is your international nation?
I'm gonna address it. Don't worry. What I've said is,
And the monkey and a road.
you think you got me?
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking.
Can I explain what I said to you?
Hey,
What I said to you.
Also, sidebar. For you continuously feeling that you are the best player in the group. Well, then again, Courts isn't part of the group no more. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying. I feel like
I'm not the best player, man.
Courts was the best player.
I'm not the best player.
You ain't gonna get it right. You know
I'm
that.
not the best player.
Everybody's entitled to
Can you
their
leave me out of this, please?
Whoa.
Well, Courts is not in the group
Don't
no
get
more.
aggressive.
Yeah,
This ain't
exactly.
aggressive.
Courts is not in the group no more.
That's what I'm saying. So,
And even when he was, I was still the best.
Courts.
He's admitted himself.
Huh?
Courts.
Big man, listen.
You're on
I got
Fraudwatch as well.
receipts.
You are on Fraudwatch.
What?
You, oh my God, Courts. Nah, Courts.
How?
I'm back on put everybody
oh,
on
yeah.
board.
How am I catching this straight? For what now? Women don't know. Women do.
Courts. Yeah.
Brain man, you ain't let him defend himself. But what? Yeah, what that do now?
All I'm saying is, is that you are a very vocal lad. But I get that. But when you're around certain footballers, I don't know if you're studying or you're just very quiet.
What's that?
Yeah.
In what respect?
You know who I'm talking about. He was on the show. Yeah, a certain footballer was on the show. I've seen you around him, and I'm just saying that you're a loud guy. You're a very, very vocal guy. You know what I'm saying? Commanding. But around this particular person, you are quite shy, I feel. And I don't know if that's because you might be an understudy or you might be just, you know what I'm saying? He might just have that, he might lock up on you a little bit and you might just say it.
Who's that? So who is this? Mystery guest?
RS. RS, isn't it?
Oh nah, bro. I'm studying.
Kindred.
I'm studying, fam. Like,
go,
I'll keep it 100.
But for the narrative,
I'm
but for the narrative,
Nah. I'm studying, fam.
He's bullying you. Nah, Fraudwatch.
When them man around, fam, you have to take notes of the gems, bro.
Nah, it's true still.
You gotta take notes, bro. I'm still growing, so
Big up my guy.
yeah. Plus, he's a baller, fam.
Yes.
You know, you talk about levels.
I just trying to get. I just see where I could get a bite.
when you talk about levels, yeah, there's levels, fam.
I understand it, man.
But yeah, Chief, can you explain, please, Carl? I'm just curious to hear why you said You asked
Don't let him remix it. Let me tell you exactly what was said.
DJ Khaled.
This is
over
what was said. I told him, obviously, the man them in Barbados, obviously, the standard of coaching is not the same as over here.
Is it total?
So it's basically.
they didn't create one out there.
So 100%.
Oh, it's
It's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. But what I said is, it's a lot of raw talent. The same as down at CLT. It's raw talent. It's not nurtured talent.
So can we say that?
So what I said was,
Well, a lot of men at CLT been through academies.
So is that Bayesian CLT?
exactly. So they've got more of a football knowledge, but a lot of them ain't got the legs no more, or
Okay.
ain't really doing.
Oh,
what they should.
at internationals.
Yeah, CLT.
Oh, so what? Wait, so is international?
Come on here, cause trouble, you know.
No. I'm asking questions. Remember, you can edit this out. You can edit this out. I'm just saying. So is. Listen, now for real though. So you're saying is internationals is that Bayesian CLT, like the level?
I'm saying if they had the standard of coaching that the rest of the
Who's had the what coaching?
internationally, it's only recently that we've got better coaches in.
Well,
Your
you saying
Barbados
compared to-
11
Yeah.
versus 11 man from
Like
CLT. Who wins?
my Barbados 11. None of them are pro apart from the overseas boys.
Okay.
Like myself, Hallam Hope, Nick Blackman.
Yeah.
Everybody else is local. Some of them haven't even left Barbados, and there's no football in Barbados. There's one AstroTurf that the whole league plays on.
Bro,
Man are laughing, but this is the reality.
That's mad though, isn't it?
that is actually
Because you've got an international team, innit?
Of course.
So, like, what happens when
But
like bookings
from
happen,
when, I made my debut till now,
yeah,
it's been a massive.
So the man in my teeth, the money from the pot.
guy, bro.
There's been a massive improvement
I'm not laughing
Yeah.
with you.
In terms of recruitment.
in terms of everything, the whole structure.
So is there pay in international football?
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be,
But
no.
okay, then so all right, so you flight to know that does that that's,
Like
that's
they
taken-
cover the
yeah.
flights and stuff.
Hotels.
Obviously, hotel and when we're.
But when you're out there, it's
away.
your pockets.
Yeah. Like if you're going out anywhere, like that's your money.
Or if you go after like resorts and stuff.
Well, to be fair, we ain't going nowhere. You're not allowed to go nowhere.
Yeah,
And
you're
obviously
not
it's
going
been COVID last.
Yeah.
However, so
But you're under like a resort.
we're in a hotel.
What's it like when you're on resorts? Like, do people know?
Like the
you're
hotel's
international?
nice and everything. And
Well, I'm saying do the people know you're internationals and stuff like that? Like,
Can
Well,
we come?
we got our kit on.
Can we come full circle back to Fraudwatch, please? Because it's a great story, but
So what you asking?
I'm just
Who you
Oh,
got?
you want my fraud watch?
yeah.
Okay, so obviously I've always put Dan James on. Obviously. And then I saw him starting ahead of Sancho and them, man. So obviously I had to put him on there. But I'm also putting Mendy on there because he's getting away with murder.
Or as always.
Benjamin Mendy, by the way.
I thought we were gonna get Dan James on loan. To be fair,
I was praying for it.
why?
I don't want him at my club.
It's like somewhere else.
I pray to God you don't see this show. All tight Dan James. Man.
Benjamin Mendy. To be fair, I
Benjamin.
didn't see the Tottenham game. I heard he was having a stinker.
I didn't really notice him playing that badly. I feel like,
But he doesn't even play enough to
Jack
like.
Grealish, bruv.
Nah, that sounds like jealousy right there.
Yes, partly. But the facts are he's played 2 for Man City and lost 2. Yeah,
I'm gonna vote
and
Mendy.
Jaffet Tanganga, and he was in Tanganga's pocket.
Yeah.
So,
But he's a good defender.
who you gonna put on Mendy?
Yeah.
Good defender.
Yeah, I heard he had a
Jack
stick- I-
Grealish is Jack Grealish.
Yeah, it's
So Grealish, Mendy.
How many seasons has
Dan
Jack Grealish been
James
playing for?
and
How many
VAR.
has Jaffet
Is that the-
Tanganga been
is
playing
that the
for?
4? What was that?
Jack Grealish,
Hello?
Mendy.
Mendy
Dan James.
Mendy.
and VAR.
Yeah, I'm saying Grealish.
Well, we'll put it to the polls and see what the people then think.
All right, cool. Onto the streets we'll never forget. So, PSC, you got the definition down to a T.
Basically, any baller that was not quite elite, but the streets loved him. So, prime example is Adel Taarabt. Like, because he was exciting to watch. Everybody, you want him in your team just to come on for the last 20 minutes. No matter what team you are, if he comes on the last 20 minutes, you're excited because he's going to do something.
Ben Arthur.
Them kind of man.
Yeah, baller, charisma.
Baller. See?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, someone tried to say.
But he wasn't elite.
Nah,
Nah,
but
he's
the
saying
streets
he
will
was
never forget him
He
though.
was close.
Yeah.
Donny was doing the mad thing.
We didn't disclaim him.
No, somebody did. I think it was Jimmy.
You asked for the Janino Punacombano. People like that. People like that. I used to watch players like Michael Chopra, Adam Lafondra, people like that. I won't
To be
forget
fair,
these.
they won't. Them man,
Just
the
movement
thunder was
goals.
our gun, man, bro.
Telling you, that's what I'm saying. But
Gone.
no one's really mentioning these players. These players, like
But this
even,
is why
even Crespo.
This is why the fantasy come on because they give different perspective.
Yeah.
I said Crespo. That's a good shot. To be fair,
Yeah,
I put Crespo on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
was it you? Someone put Crespo on. before.
Yeah.
I ain't got one this week. To be fair,
John Carew.
Who's your favorite Villa player of all time?
Is it Jackie Grealish, is
Are
it?
you all right?
you're
And that's not because he left. Nah, but
Dwight
he was
York.
definitely up there for the best. But it's a that's tough, you know. I've been supporting Villa a long time, man. I can name I can three out of him.
top 5.
Go on, then.
Top
What's your
five. Top
what's-
five.
What's top 3?
Ooh, all right then. John Carew. I have to say Gabby Agbonlahor.
Pablo Angal.
And
So these are just your personal favorites rather than the best.
yeah. The best players could be like Paul McGrath.
You know what? We should. I want this quiz would have been interesting because I want to actually see his Villa knowledge.
You know, it's one of those, and I've been supporting Villa for a long time, but I don't know everything.
Part 2, man. Part 2.
What year was Villa founded?
You know what? When Braz asked me, the first thing I thought is, let me go and look.
When the club was
Forgotten
established.
it. I had to change my daughter's nappy, man. I don't know, before I was born, innit? Yeah, 18 something. 18, 19.
I'm trying to think who was.
The streets.
I've already put like even Nakata, Nakamura, them man.
Jason Park, man.
Yeah, Jason
Jason
Park.
Park.
Underrated.
Very underrated.
What, Yossi Benayoun?
Which one?
Yeah,
He
he was
where-
baller. He had a chop in our half.
Yeah,
this guy.
yeah.
Where was he
Hell
when he
of a
had
shot.
that mad season?
Liverpool or Chelsea?
Oh, West Ham.
Or
West Ham. West Ham, innit? And that's where he got his moves and that, innit?
Yeah. Remember when Stephen Ireland had that mad season at Man City?
And was it Michael Johnson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rare injuries and that.
Yeah, streets to forget him
He
though.
was-
One done.
Nah, he was good, man. He was good, man.
In fact, you know who I'm going to put on? Mickey Richards.
You reckon?
Yeah. The
Nah.
streets are never going to
He's
forget
on
him.
TV
And
too
he-
much, man.
Exactly, so
You
you
can't
can't-
forget him.
I know, but
Can't
to be
forget
fair,
him.
though,
And he
we-
wasn't elite.
They-
But he
had
came in
that one
unsmoked.
season, yeah, where he was. I feel like, but he was just doing the madness at right back, fam. He was. No, he was at
okay.
Man City.
Villa,
Man
it weren't
City?
Villa.
It was
No,
at Man
City,
City.
City when he was
It was
with
when he just come
Balotelli.
through?
Yeah, bro. When he was moving like a the tank, bro. I was like, nah.
Because I
big
remember
man.
it was him and Studge in the youth court. I was watching them. So both of them, I was
Tevez.
like, wow.
But I saw that the other day on Sky Sports.
Good shout.
Carlos Tevez.
Yeah, but he's a big name though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, like-
yeah, but he got messed around a bit, didn't he? You get me? And then now it's
It's
fam,
they won't come on the picture.
I'm not
Man
gonna
should come
lie,
on the
yeah.
picture, say, nah, nah,
If
nah.
you can refuse to play, go play golf, come back and still bang, yeah. You're a G. You're an actual G, bro.
Streets up. But then,
Actual G.
do you say what? So it's okay. I feel like there's another.
What
one.
about Donny from Middlesbrough? Rapid Don.
Adama? But when he was dark skin,
Is it Ramadan?
So when it was
yeah, Ramadan, Charlton was it?
Yeah, was it Charlton or
Yeah,
Middlesbrough?
Dennis Ramadan, I think.
One of them
Dennis
teams.
He was rapid.
What
As
about,
well.
Robert Earnshaw?
Behave yourself.
I'm
Behave
just trying
yourself,
to.
man. Behave.
What's the
Exactly, but man
What's
put
the
Robbie
name?
Keane on for doing the side flick with the gun fingers.
Who said that?
Was it last week?
Last week.
Leroy Lita.
Yeah, Mars is
Nah.
No.
To be fair, nah.
He scored goals. His man goals.
Nah,
His celebrations are crazy.
He's a head case, bro.
What's the you remember at Newcastle when they had that era of like Lauren Robert, Shearer, and Nobby
Emery.
Solano.
and the
Emery.
What's the black geezer that the African Don that they had?
Papi Cisse.
Tilted.
Nah, man. Before that, back in like
Asprilla.
19.
It's Colombian when you mean African, though. It's
Fam,
Colombian.
It looks black, innit?
It was black.
Black and he wore-
Hey,
Black and he wore like-
we all come
he wore-
from there,
he wore
fam.
like the sweatband. But yeah, him, Asprilla. That's all right, cool.
Yeah, there's a good few, man.
Yeah,
We could do. Yeah,
we could do this all day. Really, you just gotta look back to
Yeah, we
like
got
pro.
to put these to the polls as well.
But you get, but a lot of the people, if you say you got young people watching this, then they're gonna go, who the hell?
But that's what YouTube's for. Because I didn't know, bro. Big man thing. Some of these men have said, I'm like, who's that, fam?
Even you're a pitney on it. Still a pitney, man.
I take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
'cause
oh,
I
yeah,
feel it all.
yeah,
I ain't trying to get off.
How old are you now? What, 26?
7.
Yeah, I pitney still, man.
Right, so we like to get our guest Premier League all-time 11
Ooh.
with your manager and formation.
What from this season?
from any era
from the
from the
start
start of the Premier League,
Oh my
92,
God,
93
yeah.
till now.
All right.
So starting with your manager.
Yeah, Pep. Come on, let's not be silly.
That's a bit silly.
Yeah, come on now. Pep's probably the. Oh, actually, sorry about having more, Sir Alex.
No, that's
what
gonna
I'm
sound
saying.
like, hold
That's
on,
what
wait a
I mean.
second.
Yeah, now I'm talking about the best managers.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's gotta be Pep.
Formation.
Yeah, Pep guacamole.
This is your team, by the way, so
I'm gonna. I have to state the formation now.
yeah.
God damn. For
That's a good start.
wow jokes. 4-3-3. I'm gonna have to.
All right, safe. Goalkeeper.
But it's not gonna make sense. People are just going playing in places.
Your team, fam. We've had what?
Okay.
Thierry in the number 10.
Thierry in the
On the left
10.
wing.
The 10's mad still.
So we're just,
Suarez
we're
on
just
the
trying
right.
to fit our favorite players on our best.
Nah,
players.
Gerrard at right back.
we picked like
Now positionally, yes,
Yeah,
it has to be
yeah,
right. But the yeah, all right. So
the best of your favorite players or your all-time 11. So goalkeeper.
goalkeeper.
We've had
Schmeichel,
check.
I don't want to be biased in name Villa players, bro. I can't.
Name who you want, fam.
Bosnich.
Boss, Nizzle.
Hey, Schmeichel played for Villa too, you know.
Yeah.
I played for Man
yeah,
United,
yeah.
didn't he? Pagan. I'm gonna go with best goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. What am I gonna question my decisions?
Not
Yeah,
at all, man.
fair play.
Not at all, gaffer.
Yeah.
Right back.
Right back.
Matty Cash.
No. Hell no.
You ain't ready.
Nah. Right back. I don't want to say.
Gary Neville.
I don't want to say it.
Kyle Walker.
Yes. I'll go Kyle Walker just for the sake of pace.
Yeah. Centre backs.
Ooh.
I think the most combination we've had is Rio and Terry. I think I've counted 4 people have picked that combination. Someone picked Van Dijk.
I was just about to go Verge. No one said Verge.
Someone picked Ledley King.
Yapstam.
Yapstam. Yeah.
Company.
Company.
Vidic.
Dome, you know.
Yeah.
You said dome.
All right. Pause. I'm gonna go. Who's gonna step out with the ball? Rio made some mistakes, you know. that one against Man City, yo. Yeah, when Bellamy just said, yeah.
was
I'm
the
gonna go.
That ain't mistakes. That's just your old age, man. Man got burnt, innit?
Nah, come on, bro. He tried to scoop it over his head. Come on, man. What was he doing, man?
He couldn't lift up his leg no more, innit?
Yeah, fire. No man can lift up leg. So who am I naming now? Centre back.
Yes. Centre backs to left back.
I don't want to forget someone that I think I rate. I'm gonna go with Company
Good shout.
and.
Tyrone Mings.
Are you all right? Oh,
What?
Come on, damn club. I caught the anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go Company and someone I had in mind was
John Terry.
You don't want to say it. Just say it, fam. It's Terry.
yeah.
That JT. Is your assistant manager?
No, he ain't. He quit. he said he wants to get back to Chelsea somehow. So I can't. JT. Yeah, it's gonna have to be John Terry.
Yeah. Left back.
Terry.
Ashley Cole.
Next.
He said, "Don't name nobody for me." Alan Wright, Aston Villa left back. Yeah, I said it.
Ian Hart.
Alan Wright. I said it.
All right. Who's in midfield?
Huh?
Midfield.
Midfield players.
Midfield. Ooh,
Steve
okay.
Stone.
This is Mark Draper. I got I named Mark Draper.
Jeez, shout out Drapes.
listen.
He was my kick man at Notts County.
Is it? See what I'm saying? What, raw?
No, we're from. Never mind. What?
Oh, see what I'm saying? Villa legends, you know. That's what I'm saying. The quiz might have been alright still. I'd say Eden Hazard.
Middle 3.
Yeah, because I have to.
What, in like an 8?
In the midfield 3, man.
Some man's holding him. Carry on.
Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne
Yeah.
and
The new age duns.
KDB. Come on, man. That range of passing is just something
We've
special.
had Steven Gerrard, Paul Scholes,
I feel like
Patrick Vieira,
it seems to me that
Fabregas.
Kevin De Bruyne can do
What Gerrard does.
what Gerrard does, to be honest. He can run past players. He can score goals. I don't really see him darting in the box and doing diving headers on it like that. But as
Probably
well as
could.
passing range
He
goals,
probably could
that's what I'm saying. So I think Kev can
cover that base.
So who's the third one?
Paul Scholes.
Send
He
him.
has to be there. He has to be there in every team.
Correct.
Fair play.
We need to talk to one.
This is Premier League. Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League. Yeah.
It's not like we're linking put.
Yeah, let's not go there. Front three.
Front three.
Thierry, Drogba, Rooney.
Rooney's the one that gets no love, you know.
He's in mine.
Yeah, Rooney's definitely gonna be my team.
Cristiano.
Van Nistelrooy.
Gigs.
I ain't picking Ronaldo, sake of Messi, innit? You get me?
Dallas watching this fuming.
Yeah. Well, listen, wait, Nick. I don't want to say. I'm going John Carew.
Yeah.
And you know where he's playing. And
Gabby on the left.
Gabby, no.
Ashley Young.
Don't tempt me. Don't. Yo, that era, those Martin O'Neill's era was great, mate. One more player in it.
Got two.
Who
Who did you have?
I got
Got John Carew. Who's on the left? Who's on the right?
Rooney.
yes, a Rooney. Yeah.
Okay.
Rooney's on one of them.
Yeah.
So, John Carew never-
Or maybe Rooney and Hazard could get me. They could switch roles, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not there's one more player, but
That
this
DC United Rooney.
I'm gonna go. you not see that in Run the Man Down and right.
That was amazing.
me.
Yeah, it's mad. That is.
I'm gonna go for Kun.
Fairs. That's a good shout as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have been there all day because there's definitely players I've missed out.
Yeah.
Like
it's a difficult
like Kante.
one. Yeah.
To be fair, that's the most new age team that we've had, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because most people go.
I could go like, but if I would have been here all day because I get me. I know a lot about football, but I know some teams. Like.
You're saying a certain man don't.
For the sake of the podcast, the controversy, yes, I'm saying that.
Right, Jem, we appreciate you coming on.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers.
Lovely.
Fun
Sharing
episode.
your story, man. Always.
I didn't think I was getting an invite. I didn't. To be fair, as I said, the journey continued. But as I said, remember I said to you on the phone, I said, yeah, have you got the time? Yeah, man.
It was a part 2, fam. She ain't going nowhere.
Listen,
Yeah,
lads,
quiz-
I made it now, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I made it. I mean, hopefully, that's I'll have you like on my platforms and but my topics were a bit different. We didn't talk about football, but you know we're doing something
We're
different.
still gonna keep it PG.
Yeah.
we got a brand to protect.
Yeah. Hey man,
I got
it's all about the
investors
bread,
now.
man. You get- yes.
We want sand.
Where can the people find you on the social media?
Where can we find your podcast?
I'm on social media, but I
YouTube,
don't really
Instagram,
promote my own Jones.
Twitter, Facebook.
The social media, Instagram,
How do you spell that?
OUGH. Just type that in and it should come up.
So like cough with no C.
Hilarious.
Oh.
Or with a you get me? Yeah. That's the podcast. I do want to start doing it consistently, but you know what I'm saying, pitting them happy. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was flying out the bad bees on.
Listen. The ones that I've got in like not published and posted, I don't think I can put them out there. I've got daughters, man.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying, and I need role models. I need role
Man
models.
say I need a brand rethink.
Some of these,
He's not community kitty.
some of these drones are a bit wild, mate. So, but we're having honest conversations about dynamics and stuff. Football, even in football, like the difference between. I saw on your podcast with a woman, a lady professional footballer. She's talking about
Big up Shaney.
The difference in how they get treated and all that.
Ben and-
obviously,
Ben and that.
if I was on that episode,
Man like
I don't
Ben and
think
that.
he would have went.
Yeah, we would have got cancelled.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have made it to 50.
Well, shout out, man. But yeah, man. Apart from myself, yeah, you can find me in my yard. That's it, really. Anything you need to find me on, you'll find me on. Anything else, you won't find out. So, yeah, man. Shout out my 2 pin to them.
Yeah, therefore. Right, No Tekkers episode 51 in the bag. We outside. Peace.
I'm inside. Boom.